You're saying that the key to unlocking Bam is Kyle Lowry's presence on the floor?
Yes.
Okay, but see, just angle it underneath. Put the mic underneath.
Okay, like that.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Well, then I have to raise it up.
Yeah.
All I'm
now
saying,
my germs can get in there. That's the
all
whole point.
I'm saying, thanks for that, Paulie, is, sometimes when there is, like we talked a lot about Marcus Smart coming back, right, Key? And how the Celtics went 50-50-90, shot 50% from the three-point line, 50% from the field, 90% from the free throw line. And when Kyle Lowry came back, like, a lot of times the easier buckets are things that Miami does not get. So it seems like a lot of times their half-court grind-you-out style shots become way more challenging and difficult. The degree of difficulty goes up exponentially. Whereas when Kyle Lowry's back on the floor, he makes the game simple. Even after a made shot, he pushes the ball down the floor, kicks it to Bam, lets Bam attack in second-hand transition. He gets you an easy little dime to somebody over the top for an easy dunk. He helps you in that way. And when Bam is aggressive, it opens up the floor for other players.
You know what I noticed about these playoffs, guys? Like Lakers, Nets, the teams that went all in on a few singular superstars, right? Even like Dallas, who has one guy in Luka. It's actually the deeper, more diverse teams that are advancing, right? They can withstand injury more easily. You lose a real important piece like Kyle Lowry, but you have enough guys to keep treading water until he gets back, and then he does what you need him to do and sets off Bam. But you look at the teams that are advancing. The Warriors are probably deeper now than they've ever been in terms of, you said, they have, even if they don't have the best player in the series, or Steph is 1 and Luka 2, or Luka 1 and Steph 2, they got the next 5 guys, right? The deep, diverse teams, Celtics, Heat, Warriors, are the teams, doing their thing in these playoffs.
Well, most of those teams, though, Max, that you just mentioned, they kept their core to a degree together. When you talk about Smart, Brown, Tatum, those guys have been there. They've been to several championship, Eastern Conference finals to get. So they've been there, right? When you start to think about what you're right, it feels like a team like the Lakers. Oh, we're going to mix things up and get some more. The Clippers, we got Paul George, but we don't know where Kawhi Leonard is at. Well, we still got to mix some stuff up. And you start to look at it, but the teams that are in the playoffs that are making nice runs, their core has been together. They're not going out there and making household changes. The Miami Heat aren't making household changes. That core group from 2 years ago in the bubble is still there with them right now in the day. So I think that's something to be looked at, to be learned from some of these teams. The Golden State Warriors, for instance, their core group is still together of their last championship of, 3 years ago?
Yeah, and now they add. By the way, we're not even talking about a guy like Kuminga. You know what that's going to be in 2 years? They reload, they restock, they add to what they have. They have multiple pieces that can help them. If one guy goes down, they have another guy to step up. It seems to me like the NBA is going to, I don't know for how much longer it's going to be. Oh, yeah, we can attract this one superstar and then go grab another superstar. It does not seem to be working that way recently.
And also, Boston has won 10 out of the 12 quarters that these teams have played, yet they're down 2-1. Like, think about that. So when you think about the resolve of Miami, even though Miami in the first half came out, with the first game and blitzed them early, because Kyle Lowry was effective and Bam Adebayo was attacking off the dribble and being aggressive. Like, Boston made a legit run, and Jimmy Butler wasn't in the game, but Miami sustained the run and found a way to win the game down the stretch. Kyle Lowry made a steal down the stretch that was like a simple inbound pass. So, it was like 48 or 49 seconds left to go in the game. I think Boston was down 6 or 7, Key. And literally, Grant Williams just inbounds the ball, throws a nonchalant pass, and Kyle Lowry's head is on a swivel, just turns around, comes back, gets a quick steal. Those are the type of veteran plays that championship experienced players make in those moments that solidify games. They solid games.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus right now.